Hi, welcome to Just Cook. I'm Scott Royce, and today we're just cooking some pizzas. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 200 grams of whole wheat flour, 900 grams of all-purpose flour, and 650 mils of warm water. First thing we're gonna do is for your yeast and our sugar to our water. We're gonna give it a quick stir and allow 5 minutes for your yeast to come to the top. It should look like a foamy beer. That means that your yeast is alive. Once you know your yeast is alive, we'll give it a swish. And our yeast, water, and sugar mixture, straight in. Just pop the rest of it in there and turn it on. And we're gonna start nice and slow. Patiently wait for it to come together. So we're almost there, but not quite. Something else that's important here is that we let it mix for about 5 minutes. Now I just jump the speed up a little bit, again, to develop that elasticity. Our dough is nice and warm, and our bowl is nice and clean. And now again, like I said, nice and elastic, but it's not sticking to my hands, okay? At this point, what I'm gonna do is divide our dough in two and make a couple of nice logs here. Half, and then half again. That's a 6-ounce dough ball. It'll make an easy 12-inch pizza. The next thing I'm gonna do, see if you can have a look at my hands here. What I'm doing is tucking the dough underneath of itself. And then I'm gonna give it a quick roll. When we make a nice dough ball that's nice and tight there, look at the elasticity here. And it comes back. So really the difference between this and this is that this one is elastic. See how long it takes for that one to come back? This one, a lot faster. So the elasticity, after you tighten it up, or roll them off, if you will, increases. So a little bit of canola over top. And then we just want to make sure that everybody gets touched so that we don't get any oxygen touching directly to our dough. So this is a preventative measure to make sure that we have nice, round, sexy looking pizzas. What we're trying to do here is protect it from cracking. Okay? So now I would wrap these up, pop them in the fridge till tomorrow. We have our dough balls. And now if you see them, they've relaxed a lot overnight. So they're not stretching back at me as much as they were yesterday. So first things first, dunk them in the flour. We're just gonna pinch around the outside and leave, what is that? A quarter, a half an inch? Depending on how thick you like your crust. We're just gonna continue going around and around and around and around, feeling the dough between your fingers. So now we're starting to get a pizza. So then we're gonna put a little flour down and our pizza down. I'll move this guy out of the way, okay? And now we're gonna just push down in the center. So what we're starting to do, I'm turning it around and pushing out in the center a little bit. Starting to, again, look like a pizza. From here, what we're gonna do, right hand, pinky on the crust. This hand's just gonna move our dough. We're gonna pull it and turn it, pull it and turn it, and keep going. Pulling and turning. So you see my pinky here is saving our crust. If I put my pinky over here, I'm gonna lose my crust. So just keep your pinky over there, making your crust. Some people think that tossing a pizza is good. Now, when you see people on TV, they're tossing their pizza. All they're doing is spinning it so that it'll get a little bit bigger. I don't have much height in here, but you see them doing this one too. Okay, that's fine, but make sure you have your hand in a fist so that you don't poke your finger through. Once you get to where you want to be, it's important too, your shape now, make sure that it's circular. That's important. One thing to keep in mind here is that as soon as we put the sauce on top of our dough, the moisture is gonna want to go to the bottom. So we have to act quickly so that it doesn't get soggy or stuck to our nice pizza stone in the oven. So, as I said, the sauce is critical. Another critical point about the sauce is that it should not be cooked. Traditionally, it is not cooked. The acidity in the tomatoes makes a nice pizza. So we're gonna spread our pizza sauce around right out to the crust. Personally, I like to put the ingredients underneath and the cheese on top. We're gonna start with a little chorizo here. Maybe a couple of green olives. Get on there. Some nice hot peppers. And a nice quality mozzarella cheese. The other thing that I hate, I cannot stand a pizza covered in cheese. So you think you put on a little bit, it's gonna turn into a lot once it melts. And again, right out to the outside, a little bit of salt, because everybody likes that. And now the peel. So my peel isn't big enough for my pizza. What am I gonna do? Look, it's gonna make a mess. So we do make a little foldy fold, and into the oven it goes. Now, to get it on your stone is kind of tricky. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put the first third onto the stone at an angle, and then we're gonna pull back slowly. Check it out. On it is. Flip it back open. And that's that. Our pizza ideally should be cooked in a really, really hot oven. Some people say that 613 degrees Fahrenheit is critical. As long as we're over 500, I'm happy. Now, I'd say it was as easy as pie, but it might be as easy as pizza. Cut and serve. And that's how you make a nice pizza. Till next time, stop thinking, start cooking.